Thank you very much, Sharon. And I think I needed to have a little more coffee. Such a deep meaning. And sometimes that thought, if you don't follow it carefully, just seems to go away. But that's his specialty, spirituality and that of Indian philosophy. Now I'm going to bring in our first feature for you. And she's a very special friend of mine, and I've seen her all over the place in Victoria, in Vancouver, or wherever I don't expect to see her, that's where I find her. And she's Meharoona Ghanni. She's a graduate of SFU, the Writers Studio. Meharoona is featured in 6 anthologies. Her poems won competitions with the Surrey International Writers Conference and the Poetry Institute of Canada. Meharoona is working on her book and is honored to have Betsy Warren as her mentor in Vancouver Manuscript Intensive Program. Meharoona is also pursuing multidisciplinary approaches with musicians and has been accepted into the Vancouver International Song Institute. Here's Meharoona.
Hello, everybody. Let's see. Can everyone hear me? Thank you, Ashok. It's always an honor to be invited by Ashok and then be reconnected with so many people here that I've encountered in so many circles and writing spaces. So I'm really happy to be here with all of you. I'm going to read a few new pieces, and as Ashok mentioned, I'm working on my manuscript, my book, and so what you're going to hear are a mix of pieces that are not actually in the manuscript and some that are, and they are just the poems itself, because the manuscript is both a combination of prose and poetry, and so I've just taken out the poems to share with you tonight. So this first piece, there's a little bit of a story. It's a sestina, and it's taken me at least 5 years to complete. And sestina is a certain type of structure. And I'm just going to give a little bit of definition because the words I'm using in it are Arabic. And Salah means it's the 5 daily prayers practiced by Muslims. Qibla means the direction that Muslims pray towards. Kaaba is the area in Mecca, it's the holy site that Muslims go for pilgrimage. Niyya is an Islamic concept, which is the intention one evokes in his or her heart in terms of doing prayer. And ruku is bowing down once following a recitation of the Quran, and it's a position in prayer position. Sujood is a prostration to the ground before God, and inshallah means God willing, and rak'ah is a single unit of Islamic prayer. And tashahhud is the portion of the prayer where the Muslim kneels on the ground facing the Qibla towards Mecca and recites a specific prayer. And you'll hear also the word dua, which means prayer. Let me get this mic up a little bit. We actually get a lesson on handling the mic in the writer's studio. It's quite exciting. Okay, so the reason this took me a long time to write is 10 years ago I was told I have multiple sclerosis, and there's lots of friends here who I love dearly who don't know this, so now you know. And I'm in a position now to write about it and share it. A lot of my writing in my manuscript is inspired by Rumi, who is a Sufi mystic and poet from the 16th century. So I usually start off with a quote from Rumi, and from there I write. Quote, "When my pain became the cause of my cure, my contempt changed into reverence, and my doubt into certainty. I see that I have been the veil on my path. Now my body has become my heart. My heart has become my soul, and my spirit, the eternal spirit. By Rumi. Salah. Towards Qibla she faced from an apartment in the sky. Between Kaaba and her lay false creek and roads. In Nia, tears fell on palms. Eyes flicked over palms, to the window, to her face, to the dragon boats. These appeared from the creek. Oars reached for the sky. Was life a false road? Questions suffocated her. There is no cure, they told her. Allahu Akbar, God is greater. She raised palms. How long until she stopped walking this road? In Ruku, her fears faced. Who loved a person in a wheelchair in the sky? An unseen divine? Where do broken bodies disappear? Are limp limbs held by him, her? She begged to a blank sky. In sujood, in prostration, in palms, inshallah, Allah willed her to face completion of rakah on an unknown road. Creeks don't end on a road. Ruku and sujood reappeared, revived, resurfaced, tashahud in her. Lines ran deep in palms while dua reached for the sky. Seamless it held the sky, creek, horizon, road, Qibla, Kaaba, palms disappeared in her face. When in the sky you did not appear, the road to you for her was found in the heart. Ameen, palms brushed over her face.